What's up, guys? Spotter here, and Destiny patch is live. PSN maintenance ended early, so patch 1.0.3 patch is live, and I'm just going to go through all the things that they added for us, right? Okay, so the first thing is voice. So they added a new social feature that enables users to access a channel for team chat. And if you see under your settings, you have your voice output settings, but you also have your team voice channel settings. Okay, so automatic opt-in when solo, manually opt-in default. All right. Match-made teammates will now be able to talk to each other in strikes and team-based Crucible matches. Nice. Okay, so classes fixed an issue in which two players who performed a melee lunge simultaneously would teleport through each other. I don't think I've ever seen that in the Crucible, right? Where you melee each other, because usually it ends up with both of you being dead. Fixed an issue in which blink strike damage would be caused by colliding with the blink strike rather than melee impact. Well, that'd be pretty cool. And fixed an issue in which warlock bonds dismantled into Titan materials. That would kind of suck if you're a warlock and you dismantled your stuff and you got Titan materials. Seriously? Okay, weapons. Reduce camera shake when being hit with explosive rounds, and perks. Now, I don't know if I actually had a shotgun that had this perk on it. But I do have like an invisible hand M7 right here we can take a look at. So for shotguns or perks, Clown Cartridge, which was a shotgun perk, replaced Clown Cartridge perk with other perks and shotgun upgrade trees. So again, I'm not sure if I had the Clown Cartridge. I think it wouldn't be necessarily an upgrade in this tree or this tree. It would be, either here or here, possibly. But anyways, this one has rangefinder. I don't know. Like I said, I don't have anything to compare it with. So anyways, that's gone. I think Clown Cartridge allowed a chance to have a bigger magazine when you reload. All right. I don't know why they want to change it, but whatever. Headseeker fixed an issue in which the bonus precision damage perk did not always get applied. All right. So there's a bunch of activity stuff. I'm gonna head over here because there's a change over here. I think they actually changed how some of the materials look, like the spin metal and whatnot. And I'm not sure if these icons have changed a little bit. It does look like it, or somebody mentioned that that was the case, but I haven't looked at them in a while, all right? So we're going to head over here because there's some new stuff over here. Activities, missions, Buried City, fix an exploit of Mars that would clear all enemies from Clovis Bray. Strikes, Winter's Run, fixed an exploit zone in the Axor boss encounter. That doesn't bode well for the next Winter's Run, Nightfall. Difficulty will scale less for 3-player fire teams, making strikes less deadly for them. Yeah, 3-player strikes. I mean, even the single player, especially on Nightfall, have been pretty deadly. And here's another thing. Anyways, hold on. I'll come right back to that. Okay, so yeah, it's only if it's a 3-player, it's going to make it less deadly. And Heroics fixed an issue in which engrams earned during daily and weekly heroic activities were not displayed in the post-game Carnage report. Okay, this is a bit of an issue. Like, I have an indicator as if I have an objective, but there is no objective. So this is like, I don't know, it's a glitch of some sort. So I come up here, and it shows it there, and then it just disappears. So it's like, what is that? Because I don't have anything at the post office. I don't have anything anywhere else, right? So there's obviously an issue that was introduced for that. Okay, event Iron Banner, and we talked about this last time. Players must now be level 20 and above to lead an Iron Banner fire team, and supposedly the Iron Banner is coming towards the end of this week, probably Friday. Players below level 20 can only accompany players above level 20. Lord Saladin now has 5 reputation marks, increased from 3. New features added, tempered buffing and reforging, right? Reforging your weapons and tempered buffing to give you a little boost for 12 hours. Cinematics fixed several issues with the synchronizations of cinematic subtitles in various languages. Yeah. Destinations. Combatants fix an issue in which Vex, Cyclops, and Hive Shrieker health bars would not update properly. Okay. Reduce the number of stealth sword vandals that spawn in the basement of the terrestrial complex, and lower difficulties. Public events will occur 10 to 15% more frequent in all public spaces. That's sweet. That's pretty sweet. Actually, before we take a look at the shaders, this is one thing they added. Oh, did you see this? Did you notice this when I was looking at the materials and the icons up here? Hallelujah! Hallelujah! Bounties! You now have 10 slots for bounties, my friends. 10. You read them, 10 slots for bounties. Yay! Shout it out, baby. Added shaders to Eva Levante's stock in the tower. So, yeah, the Jester Apogee, the Aurora Blur, and the Provincial Royale are still there. But we've got these three. I don't think these three were there. Maybe the Thunder Devil might have been, but we got a couple of new ones. So this one, 1-832-749-6-647033888. Yeah. It's yellow and blue. Looks pretty cool, I guess. I don't know. Then we got the Thunder Devil. Like I said, this one might have been in there already. I think I have the Thunder Devil. And then you got this one, the Broadsword. Ooh, Broadsword. Let's see what the Broadsword looks like. Ooh. Okay, so it just adds green camo armor instead of my regular armor. See if we look at my character, right? So that's pretty cool. They didn't increase. Well, I didn't actually check. I think I did check actually when I looked at the shotgun. They didn't increase the number of slots available in your storage. So I don't know. Not that I'm running out or anything, but it's close. Maybe. Yeah, I have a bunch already. So I still have 6 slots here, and I still have a few in my storage. But whatever. Okay, so that's cool. Shader preview functionality, which we just showed, added to vendor and inventory screens. Emblems on vendors can now be previewed in the inventory screen. So, actually, let's look at the shaders. So before you put the shader, you can actually show it before you equip it. So that's pretty cool. So I don't think that was there before, right? That's why they're saying, hey, we added this in the patch because it wasn't there before. Emblems on vendors can now be... Emblems on vendors. Emblems on vendors. I'm not sure what that like these? I don't know. Emblems on vendors can now be previewed in the inventory screen. Not... Oh, emblems. Emblems on vendors. These emblems on vendors? Oh, okay. Oh, okay, I see. So that's cool. That's actually pretty handy. So it gives you a preview before you select it. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Bungie, good job. Okay, marks and reputation icons and meters were adjusted to better differentiate the two. So, there you go. Right? Fix an issue in which strange coins, there's my strange coins, and motes of light would not route to the postmaster if your inventory was full. Okay. Fix an issue in which engrams were not displaying the possible contents in the Cryptarch vendor menu. Really? So, in the Cryptarch... Well, we'll go over there in a second. Alright, we're on our way. Fix an issue in which players did not receive bounty or mission credit when assisting in the killing of a Walker or Vex Cyclops. And that was for those bounties. Oh my god, I'm glad they fixed them. Jeez. It's about time, man. I hated getting the bounties. Oh, kill 3 Walkers. And then not getting credit for it when I actually was involved in the killing of them. Why am I going to the weapons guy when I should be going to the Cryptarch? Fix an issue in which... no, sorry, that was... I just read that. Armor stat upgrade potentials added to item compare on vendor and inventory screens. Armor stat upgrade potentials. Okay. Armor stat upgrade potentials. Oh, yeah, I see. See the light and discipline? I think that is what they're referring to, right? So you have light plus 21, but you can upgrade to 30, and discipline plus 80, and you can upgrade to 90. Okay, it's pretty cool. Okay, so there's a bunch of stuff for PvP. General, enabled revived scoring for skirmish and salvage. Fix an exploit with revived scoring when entering a kill volume and having a teammate revive you for easy points. Yeah, it's good. Adjusted join and progress settings. Added new functionality to match preformed fire teams against each other. It will slowly roll out to all playlists over time, but we'll start with a 3v3. In 3v3 games, fire teams of 2 or more players will match together more frequently. In 6v6 games, fire teams of 4 or more players will match together more frequently. That's probably a good idea. Medals won't be beat now triggers correctly when a team wins the game after coming back from a 500-point losing deficit. Mark of the Unbroken no longer requires a minimum player count. Sum of all tiers no longer requires a minimum player count. Sum of all tiers should now trigger consistently. Okay. Then we got the maps. There's a bunch of stuff for the maps. You know what? I'm just going to link you because I don't really care about PvP. All right? So there's a bunch of stuff that they adjusted on some of the maps to prevent people from getting to places they didn't want them to be, or from seeing things outside the map that they didn't want them to be. Okay? Now, what we should do is actually go to orbit and go into, I don't know, we go to like Earth or something. Okay? Because there are improvements to the HUD. So that's actually pretty cool. Reading some of these. So HUD improvements. Improve the readability of grenade and melee recharge states. So let's just go to Earth here so we can take a look at this. There we go. Grenade and melee recharge states. Okay, so that's good. Improved the visibility of objectives in the motion tracker. Improved the visual look of revive waypoint and last man standing. Added skull modifier descriptions to the navigation mode screen. Fixed an issue in which names of down teammates did not always display on screen. So we're going to see that in a second. Orbit. So they added the Destiny version number to the character log on screen. I don't know. I'm not going to read all these. Blah, blah, blah. Bunch of fixes. Added countdown timers for weekly and special events. So once we see Lord Saladin, then we're going to see a countdown on that. So let's see how the... I don't know. That doesn't look that much different, does it? I'm looking specifically at the grenade and the melee recovery. I don't know. I mean, I guess I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's any more visible than it used to be, but okay. That's cool. What else we got? Fixed an issue when the player inventory screen was sometimes closed during certain parts of the spaceflight sequence. Yeah, that's actually... That would happen to me a lot. Where I'm in my inventory and then... Oh, hi. Where I'm in my inventory and it would actually close my inventory and bring me back to the ship where I'm approaching Earth and stuff, and then I would have to click back into my inventory. Added the post-game carnage report for the previous games during matchmaking search. Okay. So a bunch of other stuff, just some general stuff to menus. I'm just exploring down here because, I don't know, there's some high-level guys down here that I want to kill. Oh, Jeff. Hey, Jeff. What's up? Jeff. Yo, wake up. Yo. Did you kill the guys down here? Because I wanted to kill them. Really? All right, we're going to sit down with Jeff. Okay. Audio. Oh, hey, Link. What's up? Come on, join us. Improved audio cues for sticking others and being stuck with certain grenades. Fix an issue in which an audio cue would not play when completing a bounty. And fix an issue, but this only applies to people playing on the French, Spanish, or Portuguese versions of the games, where the Guardian Down referenced the wrong gender. I always thought Guardian Down it was just Guardian Down. It was not like, hey, there's a Guardian Down dude over there. I have no idea. And then we got a bunch of technical stuff. So supposedly they patched it so that future patches won't take as long and aren't as big. So that's always good when you patch a game for future patches to help improve how future patches work. And yeah, a few other issues about crashing during spaceflight and issues causing beetle and lionfish kicks to orbit. Beetle and lionfish. I don't know. Beetle and lionfish? Lionfish? Who comes up with the names to name these issues? I have no idea. Anyways, I got some pretty creative minds over there in Bungie, apparently. Okay, so a lot of this stuff is being implemented in advance of the Dark Below DLC, which comes next month. I can't remember the exact date, but we're certainly going to be playing it on release. Definitely, we want to hit that new raid, plus do the story missions and the 2 strikes, right? So we'll be all over that, baby. Get some new gear. Level 32, here we come. Finally, we get an update, and we'll bring us back to this fantastic game because we just haven't had much reason to play lately, right? Okay, so that's it, guys. That is your update 1.0.3. Go in, have some fun, and, you know, gear up. Gear up, baby, for the Dark Below coming soon to an NGT channel near you. I'm spidering him out. Woo! Fire up my guns! And I'm supercharged. Woo! Let's throw a frag. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know if that's more visually... What do you want? I don't know. What do you guys think? Leave a comment. Even if you've never commented on a video of ours before, leave a comment about what you think about what's going on, about the patch, about Destiny, about Dark Below. Okay? Do it. I'm Spider, and I'm out.